Hey dolls, welcome back to DivaDollFlawless. I just wanted to jump in and give you guys a little bit of some craft inspiration. So I saw this bag on Pinterest and it was a Valentino crocheted raffia bag, and I took some inspiration from that bag and I crocheted my own bag. Okay, now I'm going to give you a rough draft of what I did. And if you're a crocheter, it might make sense to you. If you crochet, it'll probably make sense to you. But if you're not, I would just say to just look up some YouTube tutorials on how to crochet a bag, just so you can understand the lingo, the talk, the crocheting world to even begin how to do this, okay? I do feel like if you are a beginner crocheter, you can get this, because I am very much so a beginner. I just started crocheting this year. Okay, now what this is a single crochet. I chained 38. My foundation chain was 38 and I went up 14 rows. This bag is made into 5 pieces. There's 2 body pieces, so I did a chain of 38. I went up 14 rows, tied off, and I was done at one piece. Started another piece, so my front and the back, these are 2 separate pieces. Okay, 2 separate pieces, and they were done the same way. A chain of 38, single crochet of 14 rows up. All right, now I did use about a ball and a half, and I purchased this yarn from Michaels. I went to Joann's yesterday and they didn't have it. It's the original sugar and cream denim. This one is actually the stone wash. Now this was only 70 grams, 70.9 grams, pretty small. It was $1.99, so it was cheap. And I went through about a ball and a half of this to get this done. Okay, now the inside is actually lined with felt. I was actually going to do it with some material, and I still actually need to go around and sew it all together, but I had a couple minutes and I wanted to share this with you guys. I lined it with felt. I was going to do it with material, but I felt like felt was the cheapest thing that I could find that I could line it with, and it wouldn't cost me that much money, just in case if it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So you can use felt, you can use material. It really does not matter. Okay, I really actually liked the felt, and I think if I make any more bags, I will continue on with the felt. So as you can see, the bag is completely lined with the felt on the inside. Now as far as the body, again, like I said, it's 5 pieces. So what you have are 2 sides. The side pieces are, I believe, a crochet of 8 across, 14 rows up. They need to be the same size, you know, height as the rest of the body. And then the bottom part, I believe, is 10 crochet across. And you'll know once you get these parts, the body parts up here, you'll know what your bottom and side pieces need to be. Again, this is your own design, and there really is no right or wrong way of doing it. What you could do is just single crochet all the way up to whatever length you want, fold the crochet work in half, and then do this shell stitch at the top of one end and be done with it. But I kind of wanted my bag to be a little bit boxy, as you can see, so that's why I did the 5 pieces. So it's 2 body pieces, 2 side pieces, and a bottom piece. So the bag has a bottom. The chain itself is, I want to say, 36 inches, I believe so. You can do longer to make it a crossbody bag. Mine hangs just below my hip. And there's just 2 little loops with some jump rings. And that's how the bag is able to hold up. It's actually very sturdy. If you want, you can use it as an everyday bag. But anything I crochet or sew, I don't necessarily make it for every day. I feel like they're delicate items, and you know, a couple times a week, and that's fine. What else? Again, for the shell stitch, I believe this is a shell cluster. Correct me if I'm wrong, even though I'm sure somebody will. I forget what the name of this is, but I know it's like shell, and I know I want it to look lacy like, but I just pretty much YouTube different crochet stitches and saw this one. That was the one I liked. So what I did was I slip stitched in the corner and the top of the part of the body, doesn't matter whichever side you want, front or back, slip stitched, and then I chained 3 and I, you know, started the shell stitching, and I just did it as long as I wanted it so that it would cover, you know, it would flip over to the front of the bag, and that was it. Now as far as the bow, this I believe is like 1 or 1.5 inch ribbon, and I just took this bow and I sewed it on, and it actually is connected to the felt that's on the opposite side of the top. So the felt served the purpose of attaching, having something to attach the bow to, but also I like that you can see the color coming through, and I believe that it allows the stitches to show through a little bit better. So that's why I wanted to have that felt background. Okay, you guys. And then you can just do your bow any way that you want. My bow is about 1, 2, 3. It's 4 pieces, and it's all like sewed together. So whatever way you want to do it is the way that you can do it. Alright, love, so that's it. That's my bag. If you have any other questions, or hopefully I didn't leave anything out, just post them below and I'll try to get them. I'll try to get to them as soon as I possibly can. We just have a lot going on, and with 3 children and trying to get everything done, it is a madhouse over here. It really truly is. I just had some quiet time, and the girls were nice enough to just let mommy get a couple minutes to herself, so I decided I would post this craft inspiration video for you guys, and try to connect with you, and, you know, wish you all a great weekend. And I hope that the start of your summer is going to be amazing, and that everything is well. You all are blessed, and you're in the best of health and everything else. Even though I might not be able to upload as often, I do think about you guys. And just remember, I'm always an email away. If you need to chit chat or, you know, anything like that, I'm always here. I might not be able to get to you as soon as you would like me to, but, you know, nonetheless, I'm still here. And that's it. I love you guys dearly. Thank you so much always for the continued support. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes for myself and twin. We loved it and we appreciate it. And I love you guys. As always, and until next time, have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.